Look at a picture of our planet from space. What do you see? Swirls of white clouds, patches of brown and green land, and a vast, overwhelming, brilliant blue. That blue is our ocean. It covers more than 70% of Earth's surface, a colossal body of water that connects us all. We often think of the ocean as a place for swimming or as a home for whales and sharks, but its role in our lives is far more profound, far more essential. Think about the air you're breathing right now. Take a deep breath. At least half of the oxygen in that breath was produced, not by the rainforests, but by tiny plant-like organisms in the ocean called phytoplankton. These microscopic powerhouses float near the surface, soaking up sunlight and carbon dioxide and releasing the oxygen we need to survive. The ocean is, in a very real sense, one of our planet's lungs. Imagine your home on a very hot day. If you didn't have air conditioning, the temperature inside would climb higher and higher, becoming uncomfortable, even dangerous. Now, think of the Earth. Our planet is constantly being bathed in energy from the sun. Without something to manage all that heat, the areas near the equator would become unbearably hot, the poles unimaginably cold. The ocean is Earth's air conditioning system. It is also its heating system. It acts as a massive thermal reservoir, a giant liquid battery. Water has a special property called high heat capacity. That means it takes a lot of energy to change the temperature of water. Imagine walking on a sandy beach on a hot day. The sand can be scorching, but if you step into the water, it feels much cooler. Throughout the day, the ocean soaks up the sun's rays. At night, it slowly releases that stored heat, preventing temperatures from plummeting overnight. Coastal cities often have milder climates than inland cities at the same latitude. They benefit from the ocean's moderating influence day and night. This balancing act happens across the seasons too. In summer, the ocean absorbs and stores solar energy. In winter, it releases that heat to moderate cold. Without this heat-storing capacity, seasonal differences would be far more extreme and violent. Our planet would be a much harsher place to live. The ocean's global thermostat superpower is a quiet gift that makes our world habitable. The ocean doesn't just store heat, it moves it around. Think of it as a global transportation system. This system is driven by massive, river-like flows of water called ocean currents. These currents act like enormous conveyor belts, carrying heat energy. They distribute the sun's energy more evenly across the planet. Near the equator, the sun's energy heats surface waters. Warm, less dense waters flow toward the colder polar regions. A famous example is the Gulf Stream. It carries warm tropical water from the Gulf of Mexico up the eastern US and across to northwestern Europe, helping make winters milder there. As these warm waters travel poleward, they cool, become saltier from evaporation or sea ice formation, grow denser, and sink, sending cold water back toward the equator. This sinking and deep return flow is what drives the global conveyor belt, a continuous loop connecting oceans and influencing weather worldwide. By transporting heat from the equator to the poles, the ocean conveyor ensures no single part of the Earth gets too hot or too cold. It is a masterpiece of natural engineering. This incredible heat-moving express is a testament to the ocean's role as a primary architect of the world's environment. The ocean is not just a reservoir of water, it is the very heart of the Earth's water cycle. Every drop of rain that has ever fallen, every river that has ever flowed, and every cloud that has ever drifted across the sky owes its existence to the ocean. The first step in this grand cycle is evaporation. The sun's energy heats the ocean surface and water molecules escape into the air as invisible water vapor. You can't see it, but enormous quantities of water are constantly rising from the ocean into the atmosphere. Once in the atmosphere, the vapor rises, cools, condenses into droplets or ice crystals, and forms the clouds we see, giant floating bags of fresh water. These clouds are carried around the globe by winds ready to deliver water far from the sea itself. When droplets or ice crystals grow too heavy, they fall as rain, snow, sleet, or hail, watering forests, filling lakes and rivers, replenishing groundwater. Eventually, this water finds its way back to the ocean through rivers and runoff, completing the cycle. The ocean, as the great water cycle machine, is the ultimate source of the fresh water that makes our continents green and habitable. It is a superhero that quenches the thirst of the entire world. The ocean is the starting point and the ending point for this essential life-sustaining process. Our ocean superhero has been protecting us for eons, but now, it's getting sick. The very activities that power our modern world, burning fossil fuels, have been releasing huge amounts of heat-trapping gases like carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This is causing the Earth's overall temperature to rise. Because the ocean is so good at absorbing heat, it has taken the biggest hit. Scientists have found that the ocean has absorbed more than 90% of the extra heat trapped by these gases. One of the most visible and heartbreaking effects is coral bleaching. Corals live in partnership with colorful algae. When water gets too warm, they expel their algae and turn ghostly white. Warming waters also disrupt the marine food web. Phytoplankton populations can decline or shift, creating ripple effects up the chain. Warmer waters fuel more powerful storms, hurricanes, and typhoons. As the ocean's surface temperature increases, more energy is available to be converted into wind and rain. Stronger winds, wetter floods, storm surge damage. The warming ocean is a direct threat to human communities, especially coastal areas. Our superhero is running a fever, and the symptoms are becoming more severe, affecting life both in the sea and on land. The extra carbon dioxide in our atmosphere isn't just trapping heat, it's also changing the very chemistry of the ocean. When carbon dioxide dissolves in seawater, it forms carbonic acid, a process called ocean acidification. This slow, silent change threatens species that build shells or skeletons. Clams, oysters, corals, tiny plankton. They make shells from calcium carbonate. As the ocean acidifies, the building blocks become scarcer. It's like trying to build a house when someone keeps stealing your bricks. It takes more energy to build shells. Shells become weaker, and acidic water can even start to dissolve existing shells. Lab photos show this clearly. Entire ecosystems, coral reefs, and shellfish industries people depend on are at risk. Meanwhile, the ocean is physically expanding for two main reasons. First, heated water expands. Second, glaciers and ice sheets are melting, pouring meltwater into the sea. Thermal expansion plus melting ice equals rising sea levels. Millimeters per year add up and the rate is accelerating, threatening coastal communities with more frequent flooding and salt contamination of fresh water. Mangroves and wetlands are inundated. Millions may be forced to move. The ocean is sending an SOS through chemistry and by literally creeping higher onto our shores. We have journeyed across the vast blue expanse and seen the incredible work the ocean performs. It is our thermostat, our water machine, the engine of our climate. It gives us oxygen to breathe, food to eat, and a world with a stable climate for civilizations. But our hero is in trouble. It is warming up, its chemistry is changing, it is rising. The actions that built our modern world are now threatening the system that makes it possible. These challenges can feel overwhelming, but we are not helpless. The problems were caused by human actions and can be fixed by human actions. The most important solution is to reduce emissions, transition to cleaner energy like solar and offshore wind, use energy more efficiently, and find new ways to power cars and industry without burning fossil fuels. Protecting the ocean means caring for marine ecosystems. Create more marine protected areas, let marine life recover, stop plastic pollution, fish sustainably, and restore mangroves. Every action, no matter how small, contributes. Use less plastic, learn more about the ocean, talk to friends and family, and get involved in community restoration. The ocean was our silent guardian through human history. Now it needs our help. It's our turn to be the heroes. The future of coral reefs, ocean currents, and a stable climate is in our hands. Let us be a generation that listens and works together to heal the great blue heart. The health of the ocean is the health of our world. Its future is our own.